Hey there, Alyssa. It is Jay Obertans at Rorik Mazda. So I thought this might be the most helpful. A little bittersweet memory, if you would, because as I mentioned, this was my mom's car. The ironic thing is I drove the exact same thing, just with black and red seats, and I just turned it in. So kind of recapping, this is a 2019 NX. It is the F-Sport with the optional luxury package, which I'll kind of go over here in a second. So F-Sport, you are going to have a much larger grille in the front. You'll see much larger air intakes. You do have the upgrade triple beam lights. So if I walk up here, you'll see that you not only have 1, 2, but 3 full headlights. Get a little closer there. You have your daytime running light as well as LED fog lights with cornering. So as you turn the steering wheel, that light down there pivots brighter to light up the path. And then those headlights will also turn left to right as you're moving the steering wheel. You are going to have 18-inch dark finish alloy wheels, as well as you'll see the black mirror caps and the the chrome side rails here. And then you'll notice the tail lights in the back kind of have a dark tint around them also. Now, safety feature-wise, if I walk up to the big spindle grille, you'll notice this emblem is flat. That is because this is full of sensors and radar that communicate with the camera up there. So you have all of your pedestrian, cyclist detection, your collision, self-braking, your lane keeping assist that can pull the vehicle in the lane, yell at you if you're falling asleep. It will have the adaptive cruise control to where the car can drive itself in cruise mode. It'll slow down and pick back up based upon what's in front of you. And then you do have those intuitive parking assists, to which you'll see you have a little parking sensor right there. You have another one in the grille right there, another circle in there for the grille. And you'll see that you have your F-Sport badging. Kind of walking along to the rear here, you'll see this is kind of the nice angle for the car because you can see all of these really sharp creases that Lexus uses. And then you'll again see the F-Sport badging. You have the dual exhaust pipes because this does run the high output 2-liter turbo engine. And then you'll see obviously NX300 and then full span LED taillights. Now, popping open the liftgate here is pretty easy. I'm just going to pull up. And then again, you'll see all of those sensors here for that rear braking I had mentioned. Trunk-wise, you're going to have a ton of space back here. And I'm going to go ahead and close this. You'll see power liftgate button up here. Now, you might notice that big subwoofer up there, and that is because you run the larger Lexus Premium Mark Levinson system. Opening up the rear seats. This is what my mom loved, and this is what I loved, is the red interior, because it's accented quite nicely. So you have red stitching, red leather along the doors. You'll see that big chrome speaker. My mom did add the all-weather floor liners, so you'll see that you have rear all-weather floor mats. Luckily, it was just her and my dad. They don't, all their kids, like me, I'm the youngest and I'm 32, so no one was in the back seat. And then you'll see that you have your center console here, and then your leather seats trimmed out in red. Now, you do have the advance key because everything's push button start, so you would just grab the handle and it senses that you have the key and will lock or unlock. And then interior-wise, again, you'll see all of your speakers. Part of that luxury package is your power folding side mirrors. So every time that you lock the car, it'll tuck in the mirrors, and when you unlock, it'll fold out the mirrors. And then you'll see that you have your memory seat. So I can press a button and recall exactly where the seat was set last time, as well as the steering wheel. So I don't know if this will work, but let me press number 1. My mom was pretty short. Or number 1 might have been my dad. Yep, looks like number 1 was my dad. So you might have saw that the steering wheel had moved, and it doesn't even look like my mom set hers. But you will see that the steering wheel is moving there, and I'm going to click number 1 again. And you'll see that the wheel is moving as well with the memory. So I'm going to hop in here. Down here you'll see a couple buttons. At night the car can use the high and low beams automatically, the heated steering wheel, which I say feels nice, your blind spot monitoring, power liftgate, and you can lock the all-wheel drive system. It is automatic, but it does have a lock function, for instance like a 4-wheel low mode if you wanted. Now, dash-wise, you'll see you have a 10.25-inch screen that sits very high up on the dash, and it is all controlled on this remote touch interface. So kind of think of this just like a touchpad. You just scroll your finger around for whatever that you want to do. I can go to the home menu and see I have destination, radio, media, phone, apps, information. I can do the climate all up here of course. Now you'll see that you not only have heated seats, but you do have air-conditioned seats for the front also. And of course, shifting into reverse, you are going to see your backup camera. And then as I mentioned, this will automatically brake if it senses you're about to crash. emergency brake and everything down here, a couple different drive modes. You'll see the key is basically just a fob that you keep with you, and then with the F Sport red interior, you will see everything is accented with red stitching, and then of course you have a sunroof right above you. I'm just gonna go ahead and back this up slightly so it's back into its parking spot here. Now, as I mentioned, all of your routine maintenance is lifetime free, kind of giving you some sport intentions. This is a little bit configurable up here. Right now, it's just a turbo gauge letting you know your PSI and your oil temperature, but you can kind of scroll through it to show everything from G-forces to just a digital speedometer, tire pressures, if you're kind of drifting, falling asleep, range, fuel economy, eco mode, and so forth, which kind of go with these different drive modes. Now, one thing that I'm going to do is just go ahead and upload this video. That way you can at least see some of the features here that come with the vehicle, and that way it'll kind of go over them a little bit more in depth. Now, you do have easy exits. You'll notice when I actually shut off the vehicle, what's going to happen, you're going to see the steering wheel goes up. And the reason why it went up about 2 inches is just so I can get in and out easier, because you'll see when I start up the car, it came back down to my position. So I am going to go ahead, as I mentioned, upload this video, and look forward to hearing back on if there's any other details or further information I might be able to assist with. But I appreciate the opportunity, Alyssa, and wish you a great evening. Thanks again.